What's up, guys? This is just an update. It'll be more of an update for both channels. Nothing too crazy. I guess first off, thank you for 4,000 subscribers on Drumdums Xtra. I never thought that that channel would actually grow as fast as it has. Just because the content over there has never been as, I guess, organized or as scheduled as the main channel. It's more of a channel for me to just have fun, and I think some of you like that, because I've actually had some people state that I kind of prefer the second channel because I never know what to expect. It could be anything, and I've went through, like, you know, different projects on there, like Trilogy Face Off, which I'll probably I always do stuff that I'm passionate about in the moment. I'm a very in the moment type of person. And that's part of the reason why I think I had to create the second channel, just because I don't like to get comfortable with things. That's just how my body works. I like to change things up. And I think if you look through my almost 10 years on YouTube, you'll see a lot of variation along the way. Sure, I do like the main reviews and whatnot, but I do try to change things up a lot. I don't like to be bored with things. So yeah, the first thing is, thank you for 4,000 subscribers on Drumdums Xtra. It just keeps growing. It's been really, really fun. My current thing that I've been doing on there is second watch, where I give a movie, more than likely a recent movie, a second watch, because sometimes my mind can change. I have a history of my mind changing on things, all right? I can't help it. It's just who I am. And my mind changed a little bit on Maxine, and I told you. I did an episode on The Crow before that, before I even thought about this series. I think maybe that's kind of what inspired me to start the series. I have a couple of more movies in mind that I want to do an episode of that. One being Trap, because I recently just watched Trap again. I just watched Deadpool and Wolverine last night. I have some second watch thoughts on that. You know, comedy's always interesting when you do second watches. So I have some interesting things to say about that movie. Go ahead and let me know in the comments right now if you feel differently about Deadpool and Wolverine after the second watch. Next update topic is going to be for the patrons, channel members too. I have readjusted my tiers for both. I am no longer doing the patron request review. That was the top two tiers. The Michael Myers tier was $50, and then the full-on bloodbath was, I think, $25. It was wearing me out. It was wearing me down, and I'm only one person, and I can only take so much. And I really, really love my patrons and channel members that wanted me to do those, and I definitely, tried to reach that deadline every month. But I found myself getting, it was turning into a job. For lack of a better word. And you might say on the other side of this, hey, but that's you're asking people to pay you to do a review. And yeah, that is, I guess, kind of a monetary transaction. But I still wanted it to be something that I was passionate about, something that was fun. And it was, until it got in the way of my time. And it just became very taxing. And I'm just trying to be completely honest with you guys. And some of you might not like this answer, but that's just the truth. And I needed to take a step back. And also, I think it was affecting some of the other, I guess, perks of the lower tiers in the patron group. Because it would be coming on like the second half of the month, and then all of a sudden the wheels start spinning in my head. I'm like, oh shit, I got to get that review out. And I guess I never wanted YouTube to turn into a job. I have a full-time day job. If I didn't have a full-time day job, then I'd definitely keep the patron request, because I would have more time. But because I have a 40-hour-a-week job, and I got a family with a granddaughter that's 3 years old now, I have to be very strategic about my time management. And sometimes you got to cut things out. Does that mean it's going to be permanent? No, it doesn't. There's a chance that the patron the request could come back in the future. I don't know when, but right now I had to kind of take stock and I guess, pare down a little bit. I really appreciate all the support that my patrons give me. It means the world. It really helps out with equipment and whatnot. I'm only one person, and I can only do so much. And I think I had to cut back a little bit on that front. And I think going into 2025 and really the end of this year, like I guess from now, I have a lot on tap for the end of the year. I got, the Christmas horror top 10 is coming up. I got a few reviews that I want to do, like Silent Night, Deadly Night Revisited. I'd like to do that. I got a few things, and if I have my space, my time free a little bit more, then that's just going to help quite a bit. I'm still going to meet the November obligations for the patron reviews, so you still have a couple of patron reviews coming out. And again, I thank those patrons that have asked me to review movies in the past. I've discovered a lot of movies that I would have never even thought to review. So I did this for quite a few years, actually, guys. Probably like the last 5 years, I think, something like that. I was doing patron reviews, and I think it was time to make a change, at least for now. So I hope you guys will be understanding on that. I still want the channel to be the best it can possibly be. Both channels, sometimes you gotta make changes in your life, and that's what I'm doing right here. And I wanted to be upfront. Don't want to hold anything back from you guys, and let you know that. All right. And lastly, I guess for the main channel, it's going to be business as usual from here on out up until the new year. I'll definitely try to get some more goals formed for what I'd like to do in the future. I've mentioned this in the past. I'm doing a new documentary on The Crow, all 5 films. The wife's already written the script. I have to record the audio for that. I'll probably do that this weekend, and then the editing. That I would expect that after the beginning of the new year, 2025. You should see the Crow full-on documentary, and it's gonna be good. I'm gonna put a lot into it for you guys. Okay, so yeah, I think that's enough of my rambling for this update, and I thank you all so much. I saw a few jokes about the mic. I actually got a cover for my Zoom H1 mic because I didn't, when I first used it, I heard like some bumping and whatnot. So it sounds nice and clear now with the dust cover, so it's cool. So yeah, anyway guys, love you guys. Thank you so much for all you do for both channels, and take care of each other. Mwah.